Thank you very much, Vil. That was an interesting note. Babawian namin kayo. I actually want to see that coming from both teams. I don't think just because Signal Ultra Warriors lost their first outing in the round robin against Omega, nasa kanila totally ang momentum. Omega is still actually going hot, right?
I agree.
And I'm excited to see what this matchup brings us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nationals. My name is Leo.
And I'm Wolf, and we
are the Animals. Yan. We got that from our friends over in the other broadcast desk. And I hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast so far. If you are, please do share the stream. Let everyone know that this matchup, Signal Ultra Warriors versus PLDT Smart Omega, is coming up next. This is facebook.com/PH Nationals.
Do share the stream para marami tayong makapagkwentuhan. Pwede rin siguro mag-konting trash talk pero keep it respectful. Siyempre, itong mapapanood natin is isang laban na talagang kailangan nating abangan because it's gonna be a tough contest, tough series, I would say, for both teams.
Yeah.
And like we said, Signal Ultra Warriors gusto nilang makakuha ng 2-0 para makaangat sa ating standings. But the PLDT Smart Omega, they will not let that happen, for sure.
Merong character kasi ang both teams ngayon eh.
I agree.
I really believe that Signal Ultra Warriors have changed, have evolved since we last saw them throughout the major tournaments in the Mobile Legends scene. Pero yun nga eh, one of their, let's say, fundamentals is them being comeback kings.
Yes.
And that alone gives us a 2-1 situation. But on the other hand though, PLDT Smart Omega, this is a new lineup. And konti-konti sila nagpapakilala pa.
Yeah, they are actually introducing themselves. There's a genius behind PLDT Smart Omega na talagang nakakatuwang tingnan. Deldelus, their coach, formerly yung kanilang starting player, na ngayon ay nagbibigay na sa kanila ng mga picks na kailangan nilang gawin, mga strategies nila. And then you have explosive players. You have Toshi, you have Exort, very good mechanically skilled players. Tapos meron kang veteran glue sa inyo together, you have Why Not. Hindi man siya yung sabihin na natin pinakamalupit na player out there. He might not be the most mechanically skilled, but he's the smartest one in the group for sure. And not only that, siya yung sabihin na nating disciplinarian niya sa team. When there is someone na talaga mag-aasimin din, sabi niya, oh, wait lang, hindi natin gagawin yan.
Hold back.
Objectives. That's why if you look at the comparison kanina, mas mababa yung deaths on average ng PLDT Smart Omega.
And that's on Toshi.
Yes.
I think let's say, accepted fact is, or the assumption is, if you're a new player, sobrang asim mo.
Yeah.
Because you want to show off, you want to be flashy, and pag naramdaman mo may kill, you'll go for it.
Yes.
But not Toshi, not this young man. Because of, I believe, and you're right, it's because of Why Not.
Yeah, it probably is. Parang sabihin na natin siguro eventually natuto na lang din mga players. Pero iba talaga kapag merong in-game na talagang commanding yung voice ninyo at talagang susunod ka talaga. Not only that, you have to trust that person. I think there's a lot of trust that's have been developed over PLDT Smart Omega sa team. Even if saglit pala sila mag-aasama.
And that alone is something to behold. Because I was gonna say, uy, bagong lineup to. Baka hindi sila sanay na hindi nila nakakalaro si Dale, hindi nila nakakalaro si Lex. But no, this lineup is surprisingly very strong.
Yes,
now holding very, very dominantly the second place in this conference. And not to shortchange SWA Execution Punishers, they have had a few rounds already in this league. But yeah, Smart Omega, PLD Smart Omega, they are, I think, the team to watch out for, and very so correctly.
We are now jumping into the draft. Isang bagay na medyo pwedeng i-abuse ng PLDT Smart Omega laban sa Signal Ultra Warriors. Why do I say that? Signal Ultra Warriors, sila sa mga team na pwede mong sabihin na binaster yung sinabi ni Bruce Lee na mas nakakatakot daw ang isang tao na nag-practice ng isang punch 1,000 times as compared to a person who practice 1,000 punches once.
Your team is
And definitely for Signal Ultra Warriors, they are always playing on their comfort picks. Yun ang thing with Signal Ultra Warriors kasi. Para mas gusto nila yung bagay na nakasanayan na. And you can't blame that. Kasi pag ginamit nga naman nila yung comfort heroes nila, whatever comfort strategy they have, sobrang lakas sila. And kahit anong mangyari, matatalo ka nila. Siyempre, ang problema lang nun is madali kayong i-download or basahin. I think that's exactly what happened in their series yesterday versus SWA Execution Punishers. They were downloaded by SWA Execution Punishers, meaning after their game 1 loss, inalam nila kung ano yung mga recipes para sa success ng Signal Ultra Warriors. Hindi nila hinayaang mangyari yun at dun sila nanalo.
Very, very right and accurate. Kasi Game 1,
Yeah.
Union download game.
It
Union
is,
download game, and then so Execution Punishers took game 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So essentially, ang ginawa ng so Execution Punishers is they looked at how we can dissect, how we can defeat, how we can use Signal Ultra Warriors techniques and picks against them.
Yeah.
And I hope that they learn from that. I mean, it's 24 hours. There's
is.
not much you can pick up and change in your game plan, especially if you're a 5-man team in 24 hours. But this is Signal Ultra Warriors with that fire underneath them going up against, I think, the rivals.
Yeah.
Tama ba? I think the story has written itself so that Omega is the rivals.
Yeah, well, perhaps we could say that. Ngayon. Well, we are in the second round of our round robin group stages. So madali nga sabihin na siguro after nung kanilang first time na pagkikita, nagkaroon ng talagang bad, kundi man bad blood, parang may friction in between these teams. So gusto nila matalo isa't isa. Parang sa anime, parang Sasuke Naruto yung kanilang relationship dito.
Yes.
We'll see if that will be the case for this series.
We actually would assume that it's Brenny Pro versus Signal Ultra Warriors, right? Coming from the history. But now, in the Nationals, iba na yung story ng E-Pro eh.
Oh yeah.
Iba na.
Iba na nga Brenny Pro. Especially so Execution Punisher.
Yes. So now, I think it's perfect that in this second round of the Nationals in Conference 1, we are going to solidify the narrative between Omega and the Warriors.
Oh, definitely. I think that after that first series talaga nila, lalo na nung time na nagpakita ng something yung PLDT Smart Omega, talaga nagbago yung meta natin. In a way, nag-develop ng sariling meta yung PLDT Smart Omega, having this funneling technique, one of the first pioneers perhaps, at least in competitive play. Hindi ko sinasabing sila mismo yung unang-una, pero at least here, in the Nationals, highly competitive scene, sila yung unang nag-funnel ng resources. What do I mean about dito sa funneling? When you actually put your resources in one basket, ang way lang para mapilit mo yon is to have yung masks.
Yes.
And sobrang nagawa siya ng PLDT Smart Omega. But do have to take note, may different way of funneling ang Signal Ultra Warriors na kanilang comfort picks. They have their offlaner Yaku on the solo lane, normally the top lane. At lagi lang siya doon nakatambay. Meron din siyang mask for added gold influx whenever he's there, at hindi siya sumasama ever sa
Wala siyang kaagaw.
Wala siyang kaagaw.
Essentially. So, these are two different teams who are employing the same strategy in different ways.
Exactly.
But I do believe that there is something to watch out for kasi sometimes these strategies, they counter each other.
Oh,
diba?
yeah. That's true.
If you think about it, yung funneling na ginagawa ng PLDT Smart Omega, kung matiktikan nila si Yako na mag-isa, that's very hard. Unless they get Yako on the Hayabusa, then he can safely get away. That aside, a carry, we've seen it happen several times, even just yesterday. 3 or even just 2 heroes on a carry behind the tower, it's not safe.
It's not safe at all. Makikita natin dito naman kung paano i-employ ng parehas na teams yung kanilang strategy na binuo on a more effective way against each other. Like, for example, yung greed ng Signal Ultra Warriors, I would say na nasa greedy part kasi sila kasi they are really farming heavily on Yaku kasi gusto nila ng longer games. Gusto nila ng mas farm sila, gusto nila ng yun yung comfort zone nila. But for PLDT Smart Omega, they're all about objectives. They're all about moving up as a unit and then taking the fights from there.
I really like PLDT Smart Omega's killer instinct. Parang yun eh. Once they smell blood, they will go for it. And they're able to end games in 8-9 minutes, as we saw. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, kami magbabalik. This is once again the best of 3 series between PLDT Smart Omega and Signal Ultra Warriors. Kami ang mga casters. I'm Leo.
And I'm Wolf, and we are
the
Animals. Nakuha niyo pero mamaya na lang dahil magbabalik kami after this.
In PLDT Smart Omega and Signal Ultra Warriors. Let's get into it. We're in the draft.
Wolf and Leo, your casters for this series. That's the Kajaban para sa Signal Ultra Warriors. Salina naman para sa PLDT Smart Omega. No kidding around, no fooling around. Wag nating ibigay yung comfort picks nila. And Signal Ultra Warriors, this is very surprising. At least for me, Kimi ang kanilang binan. Pero normally, they actually play this hero themselves.
I really, also I'm surprised by the Kimi ban, but I was gonna say, besides Signal Ultra Warriors themselves fielding a very, very powerful Selena, I just wanted to mention, napansin ko lang na in recent weeks or even months here in the Nationals, medyo tumataas ang stock ni Selena bilang assassin and bilang mage.
Oh yeah, I think nagkakaroon ng mga niche picks for the Selena. Very successful. Personally, ayoko siyang katapat sa mga pub matches natin. But in competitive play, I think dahil sa sobrang konti na mga times na napipili siya, pero successful naman siya. Ang taas ng win rate niya.
Yeah, very potent.
Very potent type of hero. Before we go on to the choke pick, I would just like to acknowledge itong Digi ban. PLDT Smart Omega did their homework. Ayaw nila ibigay itong Digi na comfort pick ng Signal Ultra Warriors.
Digi himself has gone through a renaissance, and I think Signal Ultra Warriors is one of the teams to blame, or they're one of the teams who's responsible for making Digi a thing again. So yeah, first pick on the Warrior side is going to be Cho, and responding to that is Omega with their own Grok and Harith.
Grok and Harith is super duper good in the mid lane, pero mukhang Esmeralda ang sagot ng Signal Ultra Warriors alongside this. And also, carry is available. But no, they say hindi kaya mag-Esmeralda. Syempre, Franco muna at saka Kadita.
Okay, here we see the Franco being highlighted and of course, locked in by none other than Eson Esports himself.
Eson Esports.
Eson Esports.
Of course. Ang malupit na hook. Kanina, sabi ni Prof. B kay Yelly Hayes, 11 times binato yung hook, 13 times tumama.
Okay.
Tingnan natin dito kay Eson kung gaano siya kalupit.
Kung ilan.
Kung ilan ang kanyang ibabato at ilan ang tatama.
Kung ilan yung butal. But ladies and gentlemen, Desenia here picking up the Kadira as well. And Omega answering with an Akai.
Yeah. It's an Akai. It's the natural answer to the Franco whenever someone gets hooked. You know, madali silang isayawan. Kumbaga. However, I don't like this at all laban sa isang Kadita. Kanina and kahapon nakita natin yung main weakness na Akai against the Kadita. Because the thing with Akai is, kapag nag-ultimate na siya at nakapag-lockdown na siya ng hero, yes, makakapag-lockdown ka, pero ang dali mo kasing mahuli with a stun. So actually, kapag Hurricane Dance siya at may naipit siya, di ba bababad ka doon sa spot na yun? Ang dali mong gamitan ng stun ni Kadita.
And the Kadita here is also very mobile, especially once the team fight has begun.
Yes.
And I think what Omega can do just to essentially parang stop the bleeding is to make sure na tama ang lapag ng Zaman Force. There's still two other heroes that can actually help in solving this little problem of theirs. Pero yun nga, I think that's where the strength of that last pick is gonna come in through.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see the Leomord ban coming out from Signal Ultra Warriors. I think carry as well should be considered by Omega Squad, pero Squad muna kanila kukunin. Which means that the carry can be picked up by PLDT Smart Omega themselves, or at least Signal Ultra Warriors can get that too.
I think it's better off that they block it. Better than give it to Yako. Wala pa hero si Yako in this matchup. So picking it up is gonna be Omega going to Toshi, I believe. So here we wait for the Ultra Warriors. It's Coach Bluffsy on screen right now, helping out the boys.
Is the natural pick dito.
Give it to Yako.
Give it to Yaku. It's the answer sa isang carry kasi kayang-kaya mo siyang patayin. You know, so good versus the Harith, the way you go to the backlines, right? And they will go for the Minotaur, for Signal Ultra Warriors. At least, kasi the thing with PLT Smart Omega, if you look at their lineup, ito yung mga heroes sa bumababad sa isang lugar. Meron kang Hurricane Dance, meron kang Zaman Force. Even yung free hit ni Carry kasi force to stay in one spot. And attack.
Yes.
For a very long time. And syempre, doon kayo mauubos mula sa AoE stun and control of the Kadita and also the Mino 1 Fury. It's very easy to connect against the line of a PLDT Smart Omega. They are considering the Aljus this time, Leo, pero I think that this is not gonna be a good pick for them. I don't see them very successful with the Aljus. We'll go for the Martis instead. At least mas mabilis mag-online comparably against the Aljus.
Yes, and I do believe that the Martis here will go ahead and try to fix that problem, as you said, of them making stationary team fights.
Yes.
Pwedeng maging stationary in team fight, yes. But once Martis decides that this is where the fight is gonna happen, he can rain down the sustainable damage on you.
Yeah.
Iba siya. You could compare him maybe to Thams, but Thams is a little more on the sustainable side.
Yes. Exactly.
Aljus, this is Martis. Martis is gonna go on the DPS side.
DPS and a little bit of crowd control. Konti-konti lang. I'm not saying that yun yung the best. And also, mas maganda siyang bruiser because of the fact that sobrang taas sa kanyang damage output. At not only that, may cleanup crew rin siya. Hindi man siya like as often as a Leo Mord could bring. At least yung decimate dito ni Martis, it's a way for them to pierce through all of the heroes na mababa yung HP.
Not to mention a little bit more mobility. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's
He's
true.
a little more mobile than Tams or Leomord when he's off of Barbiel. Diba?
Yeah.
Tanggalin mo si Barbiel, mas magaling gumalaw si Martis.
Oh, naman,
so that's what we can expect here from this first match. Looking at the lineups, Paring Wolf, what's your call?
Oh, this is harsh because both teams, they have their own strength. But I think that because of the fact that Kadita and Franco were taken by Signal Ultra Warriors, I think mag-favor ang Signal Ultra Warriors this time.
Okay, we'll see how this pans out. Let's get into it. This is game 1 in a best of 3. The Warriors versus Omega. Let's introduce the teams. It's Yako on the Hayabusa. It's Eson Esports on the Franco. Desenia on his Kadita. D is our Minotaur at si Few ang Chu.
Sa kabila naman, PLDT Smart Omega, why not? Ang ating rock, it's Kingpin on this Harriet Heath. On his Akai Toshi, on this carry Kenji with the Martis.
We're approaching the minute mark and we haven't exactly seen a textbook switch here. So these teams are actually keeping to their own side of the map for now.
Yeah. So actually may ibang rotation dito. Kadita went for their buff. Kasi si Hayabusa nga naman meron siyang way para makakuha ng sarili niyang blue buff on his own. He said, pero carry as well as this Akai, a secret technique na ginagawa ng mga teams ngayon, use the carry to get yung buff na mag-isa, the Papa buff, tinatawag natin. Kasi kaya niya dahil sa kanyang passive.
Ooh, Yako here finding himself in trouble. Shadow clone out. He is going to see his life flash before his very eyes. Muntik na siya doon.
Muntik na nga. By the way, Few is on this show, fighter show, si May, na nakakuha na kanyang sariling Iron Mask as early as now. Not that good though.
Ooh, why not getting hooked in? Eson Esports is confirmed in the building, ladies and gentlemen. First blood goes to the Warriors.
No, I don't need an introduction. I will introduce myself. Nakita nyo dito si Eson or Eson Esports. Mula dun sa gitna, kasama si Kadita. Saktong-sakto nakakuha nga naman ng hook. Beautifully done. And babalik na si Few dito sa may bottom lane kung saan kaya na niyang makapag-farm on his own. Yako is already level 4, so it's much safer up the top lane. And you can see Signal Ultra Warriors unti-unting nagkakaroon ng grasp dito sa ating game. A little bit of lead over PLDT Smart Omega.
Just 500 gold, but here is Omega just waiting in the wings. Here we see Kingpin engaging. Why not charging up that power of nature? He is gonna cancel. D going for the hop. Iron Hook missing. Eson Esports, that's 1 for 1. A miss and a 1 for 2. A miss and a hit.
Yeah, miss and a hit. Of course. Pero nandito si Few, nakaabang. But then again, they will not converge right now onto a kill dahil nandito rin naman si Kenji. And this is just two teams poking each other out, trying to find an opening. It seems like the opening will be on the side of Warriors this time. Or will it be?
They started up the turtle, pero saktong tama lang just to slap the turtle, just to push him out of his den. And I don't think it's safe for either teams to go for this. Not just yet. Not here.
Not just yet. So there is a little bit of friction around the turtle areas mula sa parehas sa teams. But then Signal Ultra Warriors, that's Hayabusa going back dun sa blue buff. And mukhang mag-i-invade dito ang Signal Ultra Warriors. Oh, nice connection!
Shunpo in! Way of the Dragon! Taking out Kingpin! Desenia getting the second kill of the game. Few taken out, why not? This buff is free to take for the Warriors. There's not much Heath can do. He does get a treatment from Few, and Eson, Few getting a little bit too greedy underneath the turret. He has dived in under there, and D is taking a little bit of damage from the tower, but they are going to disengage. Yako coming in, clones up. Eson Esports, it's 2 for 1. It's Heath going down. Yako gets the kill. Warriors are going ham here.
Okay, I think something that you have to take that for Signal Ultra Warriors. That was amazing. Mula kay Few kay Desenia, yung connection nila doon. Okay, yung Way of the Dragon, sakto, mayroon ng nakabang na tubig agad mula kay Kadita. Hindi man kinailangan kasi patay na even before that happened. But imagine if that was a tankier target, kahit pa mabuhay siya sa Way of the Dragon, he will not survive the onslaught because there is already the stun from the Kadita na nag-aabang pagbaba niya.
There was insurance.
Insurance, kumbaga.
Insurance yun. And I really like how Few just went in and said, you know what guys, tara, Shunpo, Way of the Dragon in. And Eson missing one more. So it's 50-50 so far?
Yeah, 50-50. 2 misses. Two out of four. Crucial. There was one na binato niya onto Dakai, but Dakai was able to pop his ultimate. Kaya hindi rin kumonekta.
Okay, this turtle has been up for a while now. Kanina pa nila to gustong simulan.
Actually.
Turtle's like, kailan ba?
Ano ba talaga? Gusto ko na matulog.
Guys!
Okay, but onto the bottom part of the map, we have Few. Na mukhang mas patani na dito. He has to be careful.
Ooh! Few
Nice,
missed
that's
his window. Is he gonna make it out? Nope! Zaman Force and the Grok block being committed right there. Hook by Ison. That's 2 to 3 right now. D and Desenia to the rescue, but they were chasing the wrong target. That's actually why not. He's much faster and much chunkier next to a wall.
Yeah, definitely. Nag-sprint na rin siya. Pero joke lang pala yun. Gusto pa rin nila si Kenji. But Kenji, burning all of his skills, even yung kanyang flicker to get away.
I think they needed that. And this is what I'm talking about, right? If that was a Leomord, kung wala na siyang Phantom Steed, he would have died there.
Yeah, easily. But because of the Mortal Coil that's available for a Martis, meron din siyang way to deal the damage while also getting out. Parang Jeet Kundo na sarili niya.
So, sa tamang-tama, kanina pa sila nagsusuntukan sa baba. Him and Few, right?
Yeah.
Him and Few. So finally,
Yaku!
the turtle here has been slain and Yaku takes it. Thank you very much, Retribution.
Okay.
Even though Zaman Force has been committed, medyo lamang pa rin ang may retrib. And of course, the basics on that Hayabusa. You can't count that out. And I think the Blade of Despair is soon to come.
Yeah, it is. Now, Ison fishing for targets. What I really like about Ison is hindi siya talaga conservative about throwing the hooks. It's okay for him to miss a lot.
Yeah.
Pero when it comes to the times na nakapag-connect siya, it's the bigger targets, right?
Yep.
Yun nakikita ko sa'yo, hindi siya sobrang trigger disciplined. Trigger happy siya in a way.
Yes.
So bumababa yung rate niya of hitting those hooks. But when it matters most, nakakuha siya ng connection.
And we were talking about that just now. Blade of Despair, Sad Sword, now currently on Hayabusa. Yako Mania is about to begin. Oh, but after the spin, after the dance, na hook, see Heath, and down he goes. Once again, it's the alley-oop from Ison to Desenia.
Parang ang nakita natin doon, parang yo-yo. May umiikot, tapos na come back here, and that is a kill. And consequently, a turret. By the way, this is very important to take note about Signal Ultra Wires. Whenever they get kills, they always translate it into turrets. And I think that's a mark of a very good team. Pero ito, this is Kingpin. I think you're gonna die. I think there's no escape.
There's no way that you would have survived that. Na Way of the Dragon ka, nahuli ka, tas meron pang 3 miyembro ng Ultra Warriors doon. There's no way you're gonna go. Essen here though, walking into a Kenji and Why Not party. Yako spotting him out. Oh my lord, Why Not walked into that? Plus the hook.
Why Not? Unfortunately, nagkamali siya ng pinasukan na kalye. At doon na nga siya nadali. Samantala, mukhang tumutulak na dito Signal Ultra Wires sa may bandang gitna as they are able to connect with the turret takedown.
It's amazing. They turned 1 kill and it's a tank kill into a turret.
Exactly.
And there's not much Omega could have done.
Yes. Kasi parang, yun na yun eh. Parang, kahit isa lang yung makuha nila na kill, when it's a valuable target, it's a guaranteed turret. And now, ni-reset pa nila dito yung buff take.
Oh, D here trying to get away. He does have enough rage, but he used a little bit of it to try to get away, but he's pinned down by the Hurricane Dance, and Kenji gets the kill there. But a hook! SME Sports taking down Kingpin. It's a good trade. Minotaur for Harith any day, ladies and gentlemen, any day. So once again, they are going to try to turn this into an achievement, an objective on the board, and it's a tower up top.
Objective unlocked.
Objective unlocked, and they take achievements.
They take achievements. Swak na swak. You have to take note, there's this factor na nagre-reset ka lang ng mga buffs ng kalaban mo. Was so evident in the previous series when it was against the Gusion. Ginawa yun ng Brent E-Pro. They always just reset the blue buff, and it won't matter kung makuha yun ng kalaban or kayo mismo yung nakakuha. As long as pinipigilan mo yung growth or yung pagiging yung uptime ng isang Gusion or any of your opponents in this specific scenario is the Harith, okay ka na eh.
Oh, another SNE Sports moment, but it's Kenji hooks in the one time that he gets the wrong target. And taking a lot of damage from the turret, and Kenji finally, Heath gets it in.
Ako?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Eson getting it in again. Zaman Force finally being committed here. Underneath the turret, there is a quick few party in the back, and Kingpin trying to get away. Is he? The shields are just not quite enough, and Few gets the finishing touch. It's a sweep. 2 for 5. We'll take it, ladies and gentlemen. They are going to turn this into a penetration up top. There's a lot of pressure coming in from Ultra Warriors onto Omega's base, ladies and gentlemen. Kumakatok na.
Kung sino man ang gustong magsulat ng textbook or ng libro about how to juggle around the turret, yun ay perfect clip for you. Signal Ultra Warriors just showed us how to perfectly juggle around turrets and get the kill, even diving through. You know na malakas ka ngayon for Signal Ultra Warriors. You're leading by 8-5 in terms of kills nung moment na yon. And before that happened, alam mo na mas marami kang pera. And then, the only way for you to actually win a turret battle like that is kung talagang synchronized kayo as a team. And Signal Ultra Warriors play that perfectly well.
I really like what they've done here. Of course, I was called wrong. They have not yet penetrated up top. Pero tama lang ginawa ni Few. Hindi po muna siya sumama para mag-push because he was wearing the mask.
Yes.
Kapag sumama siya doon, that would be maybe a 10-15 seconds worth of EXP and gold that he will be missing out on. So he instead he went for taking smaller camps and of course clearing waves, and that's where he is right now.
Yeah. Which means na napakarami na ang pera overall. The Signal Ultra Warriors, they have as much as 8,000 or even maybe 7,000 to 8,000 gold lead, which will equate to at least 2 to 3 items.
Basically,
alamang ng kanilang mga course.
Ready na silang makipag-team fight.
Yes,
the damage is there. All the tanks have to do
Yes,
is initiate, and Few is as good as a cleanup crew and initiator.
Oh yeah. Malakas ng malakas ang mga members ng Signal Ultra Warriors as they have legitimate control of this Lord. Pero sabi ni Wynat, teka lang kids! Ako nga pala ang veterano dito. Unfortunately, I think Yako, meron siyang retribution dito. So this is way harder for Wynat to secure.
And from that position too.
Yeah.
You can't wild charge from there, but big fight in mid. There are actually 2 fronts to this battle, and it is Wynat, Yako, and of course the rest of their teams up in mid. Shadow kill being committed right there by Yako. Eson bites the dust, tumulong pa si Lord doon, and down goes Wynat. Finally after that, this is going to turn into quite the take. D trying to stop Toshi. Sabi ni Toshi, get away from me.
But Few is here.
Few to the rescue.
That's a third kill though. Toshi.
Few coming in, letting out all of the skills plus a flicker. Makakaabot ba siya, ladies and gentlemen? Don't blink. Don't blink.
Toshi.
They're inches away. And it seems like Toshi's gonna get away from this. Not if Few has anything to say about it. Konting joke muna because there's a lot of damage.
Toshi just outplayed the whole of Signal Ultra Warriors, pero
Here it is.
doon siya
It's finally
nagkamali.
gonna happen.
Dapat di na siya nag-TP.
Yep, hindi doon.
Hindi doon. It's in the right moment, but essentially na-outplay niya at least 3 members ng Signal Ultra Warriors. Parang kung alam kong nanonood kayo ng anime about basketball, isa-isa niya nilagpasan yung mga defenders niya only to get blocked by the center.
By one dude.
By one dude.
And it was Yako in this case.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
And
Why not? Once again,
course.
getting isolated out of his teammates, and he does bite the dust here. Corrosion side being picked up by Few. I really like that on the Chu right now. Esports once again nagpapakilala muli. Zaman Force being committed, but it's not gonna be too much because Kenji is going down and Kingpin too. This is looking very grim for Omega.
This is looking like a Signal Ultra Warriors game already as they knock down 2 inhibitor turrets. Ito na nga, 2 versus 5. Not gonna win. Signal Ultra Warriors take game 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't see it like this. Is not usually how the story of the Warriors go.
Yeah.
Usually game 1, they gave tapos comeback, diba?
Yes.
But right now, I'm just happy for them. I really like what they've done here, and they get their comfort picks.
Yeah.
They get to execute on the map 100%, and we saw double mask.
Double mask.
Double mask.
1 mask on the offlaner para makapag-farm siya. Few amounted to 4K. Siya yung second richest dito eventually. Nakita natin of the effect of the wooden mask. Kahit isa lang, kahit yun lang ikunin mo, solve na solve ka na. But Yako, 7-1-5 with 11K net worth. That's amazing. Eson, however, the trump card ng Signal Ultra Warriors, finally inalalabas na nila. After a very long time with deaths, sasabihin nila, meron din kaming isa pang malakas din. Whenever there's Franco available, Eson is your your player.
Yep, that's Eson Esports, right?
Eson Esports.
Hawk City, mayor si Eson.
Oh,
He's the recently elected mayor of Hawk City.
Yeah. Sakto.
Ladies and gentlemen, Smart Omega here, PLDT Smart Omega, they still have a chance. This is just game 1, going to the Warriors in a best of 3. As you can see, the stats here, hindi naman nagkulang ang Omega. They try to do what they can against this lineup of Signal Ultra Warriors. But yeah, it's just that the Warriors just knew how to do what they wanted to do. They had the blueprint, and they executed off of the back of every single player. But this has to shine right here.
Yeah.
Desenia on that Kadira.
I think yung nagkaroon na duo na natin dito is Desanya plus Eson na never naghiwalay. I can't remember any time na nagkaroon ng kill na hindi sila magkasama. And there was a big point where pinipigilan nila yung pagpa-farm nung PLDT Smart Omega by actually invading yung kanilang jungle.
Yeah.
Courtesy, of course, of this Franco. And mukhang ito na nga yung growing trend. At least dito sa meta natin for the Nationals, your jungle is not safe when there is Franco.
There's always the reset threat.
Yes.
There's always the steal threat. And of course, nakita natin, maybe at least 2 or 3 times, I can remember, off the top, merong mga alley-oop moments. Franco come in, Kadita finishes off. And again, the insurance. Insurance. And those are the key moments that really showed how Eson and the rest of the Warriors actually used this lineup to their benefit. Taking game 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break muna. Huwag kayong aalis. My name is Leo.
And I'm Wolf. We'll see you back dito sa The Nationals.